Hey everybody, it's Andor. Welcome back to the Miskatonic. Right then, last we left off, we had just come back from the New Orleans outpost where there was goo. And goo was you. Right. And there, Charlotte and Lizzie are investigating what's going on under the administration of the Toothman Bob. Right. Oh, hey Lizzie, how's it going? What you doing? Crime bath. Keeps that New England atmosphere off so I don't get any extra bits and bobs sticking out of here and there like the folks here. I was wondering what the fuck that was. Secret witchy trick. Want to try some? What's in it? Oh, lavender, rose petals, sandalwood, ambergris, oh, some guy's blood, mushed worms, horse placenta, powder dog, small assortment of rocks, bacon grease, squirrel, and peppermint for that tingly fresh feeling. Horse placenta. Like my dummy used to say, ain't nothing gets through horse placenta. She drank a lot. They sent a team to New Orleans to investigate what we found, so they're on errand duty today. I think someone needs your help in the library. Okay, when my grime seeps in a little bit, I'll go see what they want. Thanks, Lizzie. There we go. Oh, oh, Annie, I thought Mrs. Ross did the breakfast. Oh, hey. We actually get to see you standing for once. And you got is that a bandana or a beanie or something? She's off catering some dopey executive brunt to the higher up. Something delivered today. Here's yours. Who is it? I don't know if I had a name, seeing as it's bacon sandwich. I could ask if you want. Wait, really? It's like human food? No, it's a pig. No, I mean, never mind. Thanks, Annie. No problem, my lovey. You want seconds, you come find me. Toodles. Huh. Guess Annie's not made of up of 100% pure aggravating after all. How about that? Well, apparently I'm needed in the library. Better get over there. Speaking of which, there she is. Well, seeing as how everyone else kind of fucked off, it looks like, I guess, actually, do you have anything to say about this, or just gonna be... Oh. Hey guys, you wanted to see me? Ah, which girl? You wouldn't happen to have any more secrets to divulge? Let me think. Oh, I discovered I had magic eyes when I was 9, the day I left school to become a witch. I sneezed in class and liquefied my home ec teacher. You have magic eyes? What do they do? Well, I don't have much control over them, but basically I do this.
I peer into the darkest depths of your soul.
Last time yeah, there you go. That stuff happens. Usually it's harmless, making people think strange things, or their limbs a little numb, makes tiny doggos do backflips, or a baby say their first words. But, you know, occasionally it makes stuff turn inside out. I guess it's an extra secret for you, Nico. Well, it's my secret gathering that I need your help with, Charlotte. We're looking to expand the library to house my collection, but the engineering department exploded last night. I need you to find some power tools that'll help us in the library. Build an extension. Ready for the task? Sure, I guess I can handle that. Excellent. Try the corporeum. If anyone has power tools in this building, it'll be that French girl. I can't remember my father's face. The corporeum. I'll go check it out. Ah, damn! I didn't talk to Anne. I'd assume that since everyone else had fucked off, that it would have, she'd have had something new to say. Damn it! Oh well. Hey guys, have you seen any engineers? Yeah. We're trying to renovate the library. We still have engineers? I thought they'll explode with that dope machine they've been trying to build for Yog knows how long. Nope, there's still a few wandering around campus, where they're just broken-hearted parsnips, a lot of them. Broken-hearted parsnips. Alright, that's a new one. Gotta have filled their shrapnel quota by now. I saw a student, no word of a lie, has his entire head cut in half. Oh shit, really? Yep. But he was always a little two-faced. Two-faced. I've heard the engineers use Ethereum to store completed prototypes. Charlotte, chances are they've got what you're looking for. Thanks, guys. I'll go check it out. Seriously, Two-Face, it's funny. No. Hey, Vicky, where the hell is everyone? The engineering building. Didn't hear the explosion? Most people off carrying the wounded to the infirmary. Oh, yeah, of course. We're doing here. How much you want to bet Annie's been eating the leftovers and she would have mentioned something like that? Damn it, why didn't I talk to her? Fuck! Well, I didn't realize that if by clicking on Charlotte, that would actually trigger her going into the library, so... Eh. Oh yeah, of course. What do you want to hear? Well, I don't have any arms. And the things that act as my arms will probably eat them. Lucky break, huh? Well, it's more of a lucky ripping off and eating. Thank you. Sup, wall man? How's the science?
Vicious and unrelenting.
Radical. Hey, Jess, I'm told there's some sort of engineering project one of the guys left here. You think the library guys could borrow it? Oh, you're cute. Your little noodle arms. Huh? Oh, yeah. It's over there. Did you find it? Some big ugly... What the fuck? What is this thing? It's like half car engine, half steak, half steel purse. Is there fighting ultra vampires or something? Reasons you don't teach here just pile on top of each other. I have a rock solid lady boner right now. I gotta have one on Black to show the coven. They'll lose their shit. Take it then. We're gonna use it to shut the Ethereum up, but that didn't happen. Oh, we were gonna use it to shut the Ethereum up, but that ain't happening. Witches were into herbs and eyeballs and cauldrons and stuff. Whoa, why are you rock solid over that monstrosity? First and foremost, witches like awesome stuff. Eyeballs are awesome. Cauldrons are awesome. Secret Midnight Dance-Offs are awesome. And Lady Boner is awesome. You are a colossal lunatic. Thanks, Jess. I'll see you later. Fucking hell. Hey, Spooky. Nico's waiting for you in the library. Is that the thing? Yep, glorious, ain't it? If you say so. Looks like something they'd build for fighting ultra vampires. I know, right? Oh, it's beautiful. Hey guys, I got a thing. Oh, hello, slime head. Ah, Spooky Girl. With the engineers taken ill, we decided to use the shredded remnants of the department to store Nico's archives. Just until the engineers, start existing again. Yep, we won't need to renovate the library until they restart their technical course, which requires suitors with arms and or legs. Does that mean I get to keep the thing? Help yourself. What are you gonna do with it? I don't know. I just want to look at it. Well, good luck with that. You're adorable. Also, your eyes keep changing color, I swear to God. Okay, job done. I'll go put this in my room, do a quick patrol, and start my private investigating. People are back, yay! So, where were you last night? I snuck into your room, but you... Oh my God. I snuck into your room, but you weren't there. Oh, just off on a secret mission. New Orleans, Hidden Keys, Dark Revelations, Tragic Tales, that kind of stuff. Top secret. Probably didn't hear about it. Wait, where are you in my room? I don't know. Just for talking. You're pretty much the only person I talk to other than my brother or the lunch lady. And that's usually about, lunches. That's probably because you're incredibly annoying. Besides, the only thing you talk to me about is trying to chop my butt. Yeah, it's a good dynamic we got, ain't it? Yeah, it's not bad. There you go. That's okay. Charlotte, thanks for the help in my archives. Care to add to them with another secret? Blah, blah, blah. Let me think. Well, the reason my hair is like this is so I don't accidentally use my eyes on something. If one of my eyes is covered up, it seems to lessen the effect. Weird, huh? Oh yes, I've heard about your magic eyes. I may have a small experiment for you tomorrow, so don't go poking them up before then. And remind me to build a Charlotte ward for my archives. Sounds like fun. See you around, guys. This fucking game. Okay. Why'd you need the coven to work here, Roman? Well, what's the cult of Shub Niggeros motto? Preach harmony and compassion, for the universe offers neither. Exactly. Try to make the world a better place, because it's incredibly shitty. And that's what these guys do, man. But rather than being nice and helpful to our neighbors, they're creating vaccines, technology, all that kind of stuff. The Miskatonics and the frontier of occult science, and working here means you get to be a part of a collective of history makers. Trust me, Charlotte, they'll remember us when these guys cure cancer or polio or tentaclitis. Or was it tentacleitis? Oh my god. No! 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 I can't! It's in my head now. No! Oh. Well, that makes sense to me. God damn it. What about you? Why'd you decide to work here? Same reason I became a witch. I really like all this creepy bullshit. Look at her face, too. I really like all this creepy bullshit. It seems that these guys are on the level, and if I go blab about what I saw in New Orleans, I could lose my job. Maybe it's just a handful of nutty folks performing weirdo experiments outside the university's eyesight. Then again, it was a whole facility designed, dedicated to it, with a tunnel leading there and warning signs and stuff all over the walls. No way. This was a legit operation. I'm gonna find out who's at the top. Hello? So, what have you been working on? The rediscovery of one of the lesser species of Yith. It appears to be from a black sentient cloud, though occasionally forming random solid shards or icicles in its core and under severe distress. The Yithians seem to use them as a form of nourishment and humor, torturing them before they inhale the smoke. I was about to say it sounds a little bit like the flying polyps, but I don't know. They were, as far as I know, were a different species, at least in the hardline mythos, and they very nearly obliterated the great race of Yith, actually. The only thing, well, after the Yith sealed them away for a little bit. The odd thing is, in one of the last chapters of the Miskatonic manuscripts, the Yithians write that the clouds communicate in the human language. I've seen Hyperborean writings describing the human soul as floating black spikes. Funnily enough, sounds like the two might be related. It would mean the first pre-human contact with the Yithians was situated in the lush jungles of the Arctic. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I think we've got an expedition to plan. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Our school's swim team each has a custom-made swimsuit to suit their needs, and it seems like yours needed one hell of a fitting, Marina. Their needs, of course, being the extraneous limbs or mutated proportions most of them have. What the fuck is a swimsuit? The suit that you wear when you swim. I'm starting to get the impression that witches are the odd ones out. Even just, actually, did I talk? Oh no! Thistle Tonga of the Thousand Young, and hey kids, hug your mom. Thistle Tonga of the Thousand Young teaches boys and girls of all ages how to be the best cultists of Shub-Niggurath that they can be. Thistle Tongue teaches cultist kids that love and compassion are the best things about humanity, and should be shared among them. In this month's issue, Kuda the cultist has finally reached his goal of 1,000 cuddles, and for his hard work, Thistle Tongue teleports himself and Cody to Shub-Niggurath's secret forest, where he is praised, blessed, and given 5 new sets of cuddling arms. Though initially painful, Cody learns that some suffering is required in order to be the most compassionate that you can be. Oh man, I loved the Thistle Tongue books when I was a little baby, Charlotte. They're always about grooviness and being a nice person and stuff. That's why I joined the Witch Coven. I can't believe they're still making them. Cody the cultist, lucky little bastard, gets to hang out with Thistle Tongue, and now he's got 12 arms, 10 of which specifically designed for cuddling folks. Man, what I could do with 10 cuddling arms. Well, just cuddling, I guess. Be pretty cool, though. Okay, what about here? Freya the Flayer learns to love Eddie the Ignorant. Hey kids, never feel bad. Teaches boys that the best cultists they can be. Right, share among them. Okay, in this month's issue, Freya the Flayer meets Eddie the Ignorant, a silly little boy who refuses the teachings of Shub-Niggurath. After a weekend of flagellation for refusing to be compassionate to all creatures, hey, you're a dick, and to teach you to not be a dick, we're gonna beat the fuck out of you. Eddie finally sees the error of his ways and joins the cult. Feeling bad that Freya hid her new friend, Thistletongue magically appears to teach her that sometimes cultists have to use force to teach people to be empathetic. Oh my god. Okay. Hey, another Thistletongue book. Huh. I guess the writer was having an off day. Why didn't Freya just tell Eddie how great it is to be all lovey and groovy? And if he didn't want it, then just let him be misery guts. It's the old books used to teach. If it has been 20 years, I'm sure the new writer just needs to warm up their grooviness glands. Yes, the grooviness glands. Those are very important. So, how was your internal zombification? Any negative side effects? Nope, it was a pretty smooth transition. Oh, I did figure out a cool trick as to having my intestines falling out. Oh yeah? What's that? Just grab them and rip everything out. Works like a charm. My torso is completely hollow now. That sounds like literally the worst thing that can happen to a human being. But if a dumb idea works, it's not a dumb idea, I guess. General Library holds records of every encounter with Yog-Sothoth, the horrific god of eternal knowledge in human history. Wow, how many encounters have we had? None. Weird, right? Oh. Maybe that's why there's so many goofy fellas around. No knowledge god ever, to give him some knowledge. Huh. That explains a lot. Oh, those ears? Yep, it's a bowl full of ears. Nice looks, by the way. Hello, Wobbly Bum. Fancy meeting you here. Indulging in some light reading, are we? Well, I was gonna check out Tentacle Tactics, a dissertation on regaining control on rogue transmutation circles, but I've lost my appetite for knowledge. Oh, these? White chocolate and sugar paint. I just make these in the kitchen to remind me of home, you know? Wow, really? Pfft, no. The engineering department exploded, remember? And they get to pig out. Awesome. Thanks, Annie. What happens if I do leave? Minis are heretics. Oh god, they're getting progressively worse. This month's issue, the Coldest has some doubts about Thistletongue's teachings, especially after seeing Freya whip Eddie half to death. Cody brings up his concerns to Thistletongue, and Thistletongue teaches Cody that even when the message is love and compassion, the methods can be as brutal as they need to be. After all, only a meaning stands in the way of love and compassion. I don't know about that, Thistletongue. Forcing folks to be loving and compassionate is probably just gonna make them even grumpier, just in secret, with other grumpy folks. Yeah, very good point. They'll just become very, bitter and resentful. And they bottle that up, and eventually it's going to it's going to come out in different ways. It may not be directly, but it will manifest somehow. They just get a grump cycle going. A grump cycle. This new writer's kind of a douche. How did you survive the engineering explosion? It took out the whole department. I was in the garage across campus. It was one of the great things about being a mechanic. You don't spend a lot of time trying to invent a better wrench. Because you're too busy overcharging for spark plugs and peeking to pinup calendars. Gotcha. We had a pinup calendar at the Covenant headquarters once. And by pinup calendar, I mean a spell of the month calendar. And by headquarters, I mean Susie's house. And by once, I mean every year since I was 9. Alright. Thanks to our efforts in the Corporeum, preternatural medicine has advanced 200 years. New England's mutagenic atmosphere has gone from a cataclysmic Armageddon to a mild mutational nuisance. When I was a kid, I saw a guy whose face was a butt crack. That's adorable, darling. Alive and well, thanks to the Corporeum. Oh my god. Does the creative writing teacher seem a little weird to you? Whenever someone answers a question wrong, his eyes start pouring with blood. The blood thing's a little disconcerting, but when the class starts clutching their heads and covering their ears to drown out the shrieking, that's what gets me. Huh. That creative writing teacher is either some sort of banshee or just a huge douchebag. I mean, what happens if I go outside? It's gotta be someone from the occult science department is responsible for extracting the brain view from people. But let's keep my stupid here for now. Okay, it just does that. Just boots you back in somehow. Cool. My curiosity is unsatisfied. Hey kids, slaughter the heretics! Becomes Cody the corpse. Wait, should I just shut his bitch mouth? Oh my god, I skipped over that, but I just caught the tail end of that. Oh, what the hell is this Thistletongue? He used to be cool. I bet I could write better Thistletongue stories than this asshole. Get him to go back to teaching the kiddies how to be a bunch of groovers, not just murdering folks who disagree with flaying people alive for being dopey. That's good on you there, Charlotte. Absolutely. You do that. Write some fan fiction. Never, ever, ever be a grump, okay? You gotta get into your inner groove. I'm gonna take my 2-week holiday to go work on one of the skull crackers. Sailing around Relia has gotta be the easiest job the Miskatonic offers, right? Okay. If this is like a lot of the things are references to the stories, like for example the whole cannibals in England and so on. Skullcrackers sailing around Relia, I would assume, is in reference to, if I remember correctly, in the Call of Cthulhu, the boat slams into Cthulhu and pops him, but because he's far from natural, he just begins to congeal into his horrific godly self. Something like that. You know they call it the Nightmare Corpse City for a reason, right? Because it's a nightmare city filled with corpses. Or a city filled with nightmarish corpses. I think it's more of a... I'm being a little too serious about this, but I think the actual descriptive there is more to do with saying that it's like the city itself is kind of a corpse. You know, a dead city. That's what I would assume is what Lovecraft meant, but at the same time, that's still funny. They said that about everything. They said that about Milwaukee. I bet it's a nightmarish city filled with equally nightmarish corpses. And again, I've never been to Milwaukee. Just try to go into Swindon. It's a Halloween 45 joke. But no one who watches my videos will get that. Because no one watches my videos. Ying Ren sickness, China, causes the victim to see a pair of glowing eyes in place of pitch darkness. Sufferers were terrified of falling asleep, noting that the eyes seemed to get closer whenever they looked away from them. The worst sufferers saw them even when they had their own eyes closed. Ooh, okay then. Narcotic Plague, Italy. Scriptures and texts were being hidden inside Italy's most popular newspaper, crossword puzzle. Those that had completed the crossword were rewarded with terrifying revelations of the birth of humanity, most being driven insane by their new knowledge. Domestic earwig, New Zealand. A simple earwig that crawls into victims' ears at night but makes sounds of horrific muffled screaming and violence. Sufferers thought that their neighbors were literally murdering each other, trying to save contented wives by murdering innocent husbands. Oh, many trying to save contented wives by murdering innocent... Contented, okay. Uh-huh. Is that a reference to, the Night Gallery? Or what the fuck that show is called? The one that wasn't as good as the Twilight Zone because, don't remember his name. He didn't actually have any direct control over the content creation. I say not as good, it doesn't mean it was bad. It just wasn't as good. The male population New Zealand halved over the weekend. Well, that one wins. I know, I like the whole one about the eyes. That's neat. Okay. Ooh, what the fuck? Hey guys. Whoa. What's this wriggling meat slab? That right there is a piece of Cthulhu's skin. Charming, ain't it? Grody. But I thought Cthulhu was like some huge alien god. Did you guys get a huge chunklet of him? It's a huge chunklet of him. Well, he might be a huge alien god, but he is still corporeal, Funny story. There's a lost underwater, there's a lost underwater, I'm assuming there's the underwater city in the Pacific called Relia. He used to act as the prison of Cthulhu. Cultists spent a couple thousand years trying to get him out of there, but a few years ago, some Norwegian whaling crew accidentally let Cthulhu out of his cage. As Cthulhu chased their yacht out of desperation, the crew decided to ram his face with their boat. This caused Cthulhu's head to explode into mushy goo, disabling him. But his head slowly started reforming yeah, there you go. His head slowly started reforming the moment it exploded. Smart fellow then immediately told the Miskatonic, who now employs a fleet of icebreakers to continually drive through the mushy remains of his head, stopping him from reforming and destroying the world. Sounds like a fun gig. What are the Wigglies doing? They point toward the rest of their hosts, desperately trying to reform. Nowadays our supply ship... Oh, that's her. Nowadays, our supply ships use small pieces of Cthulhu flesh to point the way to Relia. Oh, it's like a organic compass. Make that the thing you're trying to... That's actually really cool. I like that. Awesome. Thanks for the biology lesson. Okay. Did I go... No, wait. Did I get the thing for here? Yeah, okay. Learns to shut his bitch mouth. Yeah, okay, I did, yeah. Just making sure. So what's the fucking next one gonna be then? Because here's the Ethereum. The little cultists learn to never disagree. Good cultists get treats. These boys are going to have to be this cultist shouldn't regret. Okay, see, that's what just went straight to the. That's why I clicked automatically because up until that last one, they've all just done this. In this one's the issue, after discovering the pulpy remains of what was once Cody, the little cultists learn that Thistle Tongue is the be-all, end-all of love and compassion, and that anyone that disagrees with his notions, ideals, and methods must be a meanie and a heretic. And most of them lived happily ever after. Or else. I think Thistletongue needs a foot up his ass, is what he needs. Hope folks stop buying these books as their kids the exact moment I stop reading them. That's how it works, right? I hear the faculty's heading to Dunwich in a couple days. Need the locals to help build a new portal. Whenever I hear the name Dunwich, it puts a grin on my face, and that however tough my job gets, at least I'm not a portal diver. Oh god. And it puts a smile on my face whenever I get my portal diver's paycheck. Damn shame your job of standing in a hallway ain't so lucrative, huh? It's gotta be a pretty big paycheck if it's worth a face made out of buttholes. Oh, there you are. Extracerebral sentience seems to be a common factor outside the human race. Even when decapitated, some creatures seem to function with some control of their actions. It's a difficult thing to study, at least if you have any qualms about cutting the heads off a diverse selection of adorable animals. I really hope those guys have qualms about cutting heads off adorable animals. Yeah, exactly. All the qualms. Thank you. Same wavelength of grooviness here, Charlotte. So is there anything else I should know about nature and its communal consciousness or whatever? Yeah. Don't eat carrots. They hate it. Damn, I love carrots. Communal consciousness. That's a cool idea. It would be a lot easier to spread harmony if everyone was connected to the brain. Then again, it'd be a lot easier to infect people with the asshole virus. Probably for the best if we all think for ourselves. In the end, yes. Drawbacks included. How's the hanging wall, man? What say you and me get out of here, hit the town, grab some street food?
Could go for a foot long.
Awesome. Please don't encourage the eldritch barrier protecting the western hemisphere of our planet from our incredibly volatile experiments. And God, okay, breathe. Remember to breathe when speaking. Yeah. Please don't encourage the eldritch barrier protecting the western hemisphere of our planet from our incredibly volatile experiments and the original Necronomicon to misbehave. Oh, sorry. Just fooling around with them. What you been working on? Currently, the effects of applying samples of Necronomicon parchment to heated patches of human flesh. Why? Oh. And? The sample of parchment actually scribes the entirety of the Necronomicon's contents onto the subject's skin, essentially making a new copy of the book by tattooing the subject's skin. Or, scarring. And the people you're doing this to are okay with that. I don't know. That's not my department. Why? Never mind. See you around, Jess. That experiment sounded pretty nefarious, but nothing about brains and goo extraction. Better keep an eye on it. Alright. What do we got now? Whoever the hell wrote those books could have influenced a whole bunch of kiddies to become tainted cultists, screwing up the grooviness message with hyper-aggressive methods. Guess I just have to hope toddlers are smarter than I was. Alright. Hello, Lauren. Did you hear? They canceled the liberal arts program today. Oh, was it yesterday? Whatever. Liberal arts, that's like the study of a little bit of everything, right? Why'd they cancel it? Well, can you imagine studying a little bit of everything here at the Miskatonic? Oh, yeah. I guess that would be a little suicidal. Having a brain composed of ethereal ooze does have its drawbacks. Last night I lost some goo as it had dripped off in the rain and I forgot everything I learned in college. Wow, how much ooze did you lose? About half a teaspoon. The only thing I learned in college is how to play beer pong. Huh. These guys have brain goo pouring out of their heads. I wonder if this is the same brain goo as the brain goo we discovered. But these guys have purple brain goo, whereas the final one was orange. Are there multiple flavors? Yeah, there's orange, grape. Sour apple's my favorite. Actually, I don't know what my favorite flavor of Not a brain goo, but like favorite candy flavor. Like, you know, there's like sour apple and shit. I don't know what mine would be. I mean, I just say chocolate, but if you're going like a fruit flavor, I have no idea. What's up, Charlotte? You're looking a little frazzled. It's nothing. Wandering the halls. This is what folks are working on. Wandering more halls. It's a weird job. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're making us feel a lot safer. We haven't had an accident in the whole building since you've been here. See you around, Charlotte. I've only been here for like a day. That's because most folks are just standing around in the hallways talking about board games and diseases and shit. What are they waiting for? The plot to kick in. Dr. Thirst Valentine might come off as a little apathetic towards the plight of humanity, but he gets it, and that's what we need at the frontier of occult science. He gets it. What does he get? He gets that sacrifices have to be made, both from inside the university and outside of it. It's a nice thought to think that all of humanity's needs a little love and tenderness, cult girl, but love doesn't cure blightpox, does it? Bye now. Well, I think I just made a break through my investigation. If there's things like that, it ain't hard to imagine he'd be fun with kidnapping folks. And if Minnie agrees with his methods, maybe other scientists we hear do it too. Oh, do too, yeah. Okay, Bob. Oh, Charlotte, finishing the patrol? Yep, all quiet on the Eldritch front. Awesome. It's getting late and most of the staff tucked in early, so you can take the rest of the night off. Great. Guess I better go get on everyone else's body clocks then. I'll be in my room if you need me. Well, I'm no closer to figuring out who's behind the brain goo, but there are a few folks acting suspicious. It might just be dark humor, a coping mechanism, but it sounds like some of these guys are fine with gruesome shit happening to innocent people. I mean, it's not like there isn't any plenty of gruesome shit happening to innocent people out there already, but it doesn't excuse kidnapping people and collecting brain goo. First thing tomorrow, I'm gonna find out who it is. Oh yeah, first thing. Actually, I'm going to end the episode here. We'll start off with Minnie in the morning on the next episode, which I think will be a fitting start to the next episode to begin with. So, hope you've been enjoying. I know I've been enjoying playing the game, and I will see you in the next episode.